Thank you. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. So, welcome to Tuba Bach Summer Concert 2024. That was a tune called Half Moon, and arranged by Lisa. And as part of a project that, so that's part of a project she's going to tell you more about in a little bit. But so this is 5/6 of us. Which I don't know what that is percentage-wise because I can't think 100 divided by 6. But so this is most of us. But I wanted you to welcome, well, before I do announcements and introduce the last one. So this is Lisa Sung over here at the piano. And then coming towards me, Jeff Pedraz on the bass. Mr. Ross Huff up here in front with the trumpet. Max Colley III back here. And for anybody that doesn't know me, I'm Ed Mallett. So before I introduce Alirna, wanted to thank a couple of folks for helping make all of this happen today and possible. Emmanuel Lutheran Church, this is a wonderful place to play. So this is our new home for Tuba Bach, has been for a few years now, but isn't this just a great venue and a good place to be? So many, many thanks to Emmanuel Lutheran Church. Our platinum sponsors, at least there's a whole bunch of businesses and individuals that donate and make Tuba Bach happen so that we're able to do this 19 years now and not charge for concerts and things like that. But I especially want to thank Ferris State University for their support, the Marlis Myron Memorial Fund for support from there, Michigan State University, and the Michigan Arts and Culture Council, which also has some support from the National Endowment for the Arts. So, many thanks to those folks. If you are watching on YouTube or Facebook or listening on the radio, we welcome you as well. Happy to have you join us. I will say that, I'm glad that you're there. I wish you were here because it's even better in person, but I'm so glad that you're there. And those of you that are here, you can go home and watch the encore performance because it'll be on YouTube and Facebook for a long time to come. So that's that. 2024, there's the big festival that happens in the fall and of course other concerts that happen year round. I picked for 2024, every once in a while there's somebody that is so versatile and does so many different things and brings so much to the performance stage and all that. I said, hey, let's do several concerts and we'll make you an artist in residence for the year. So Alirna Korieva, who some of you may have seen at other concerts, she played her first concert with Tuba Bach last October. And then was here with a trio from Michigan State earlier this spring. And she'll be here for 3 more concerts in the fall with a string quartet and with a ragtime quartet and with a world international quartet kind of a thing. We'll talk more about that later too. But so she's a violinist studying, working on her doctorate down at Michigan State University, an amazing violinist. But it also happens to be that she's just a wonderful jazz singer. So said, hey, come up and do this summer concert. So please help welcome to the stage Alirna Korieva. And this next tune is one that Ross requested and sent, and I was so happy that he did because he sent not only the chart, but he said, hey, I heard this thing, it was on a bloopers reel from the NBA back like, I don't know, 30 years ago or something, back in the 90s. And I eventually listened to the tune, but I had so much fun watching the blooper reel that I did that over and over, so you should look that up too. But anyway, it's an Ella Fitzgerald tune, yeah? She sang it at any rate, and now Alirna's going to sing it, and it's too marvelous for words.
You're just too marvelous for words, like glorious, glamorous, and then don't stand by amorous. It's all too wonderful. I'll never find the words that say enough, tell enough. I mean, they just aren't swell enough. You're much too much, and just too very, very to ever be in Webster's dictionary. And so I'm borrowing a love song from the bird. marvelous for words. You're just too marvelous for words, like glorious, glamorous, and it'll stand by amorous. It's all too wonderful. I'll never find the words that say enough, tell enough. I mean, they just aren't swell enough. You much too much, and just too very, very to ever be in Webster's dictionary. And so I'm borrowing a love song from the birds to tell you just too marvelous, too marvelous for words. Thank you so much. It's so good to see you here, and it's so good to be back. And isn't it wonderful weather outside? It's beautiful. It feels like you're by the sea or the ocean, right? So the next tune is one of my favorite by Antonio Carlos Jobim. It's Bossa Nova, where we're going to go without some Latin rhythms, right? So it's about Corcovado. It's a mountain in Brazil. So just imagine that you're there and enjoy this wonderful, wonderful notes by this amazing band. Quiet nights, quiet stars, quiet chords from my guitar, floating on the silence that surrounds us. Quiet nights by quiet trees, quiet walks by quiet streams, and the window looking at Corcovado and the sea. How lovely, this is where I want to be, here with you so close to me, until the final flicker of life's ember. I, who was lost and lonely, believing life was only a bitter tragic joke, have found with you the meaning of existence, oh my love. chords for my guitar, floating on the silence that surrounds us. Quiet thoughts for quiet dreams, quiet walks for quiet streams, and the window looking on the mountain and the sea. How lonely, this is where I want to be, here with you so close to me, until I find a flicker of life's ember. I was lost and lonely, believing life was only a bitter tragic joke I found with you. The meaning of existence, oh my love. Oh, continue oh love, este amor uma canção. Oh, que felicidade, meu amor.
Thank you very much. And thank you, Alirna. Isn't that a beautiful voice? A beautiful song, too. So, I'm assuming they'll come back at some point. Well, right. You're in charge of the doorknob.
I am.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about the group. There's two of them left, so I guess I can talk even more about them. But sometimes, you know, for Tuba Bach and all of this, sometimes there's a group, and I say, oh, that'd be great to have that group come here and play, and I'll get to hang out and play with them. And sometimes it's more of a, I've met this person and this person and this, and I say, you know what would be really cool is if all those people came together and did this, and people that don't even know each other and all that, which is what I thought I was doing this weekend. And so everybody that's here has been in Big Rapids for something at some point or another. Lisa was here a couple different times for Festival of the Arts concerts over the last few years. Jeff was just here this year for an unexpected Festival of the Arts thing, a last minute thing that I think you found out the morning of, probably.
Very unexpected for me.
Yeah. Alirna, as I said, I met, she's down at State, and so I met her through Noah, who's down at State. Ross was here also with Festival of the Arts just this past year, opening concert, if you remember, with Raleigh Tussing, and Serge Vandervoo was playing on that too. And then Max here, I've actually known since a very long time ago, since the back in the 1980s, late 80s, something. We were both at Central together and did our undergrads at the same time. So I met Max back then, and we both had hair back then. We were both probably a little thinner back then. Yeah. So anyway, so part of that. So I thought, oh, this will be great. All these people that don't know each other and call and say, yeah, that'd be great. And I remember talking to Lisa, and I said, and Jeff Pedraz will be playing bass. She said, oh, Jeff, we went to college together. We used to play together back in Philadelphia. I was like, okay, well that'll be cool. That'll be a little reunion there. And actually, I met Lisa through Max. So that was fine, and then I find out, but I thought, well, Max probably doesn't know Jeff. I said, oh yeah, well, we did a little tour together, and we don't, so I said, okay, well, that'll be fine. And then Ross, I thought probably didn't know these, and I'd mentioned some stuff, but then he got here this weekend, and he said, oh yeah, Jeff, remember when we were doing that one gig together? I thought, so anyway, what I thought was a group of people that didn't know each other turns out to be a whole bunch of old friends, and we all get to come together and do things. And Alirna is the only one that I don't think knew anybody, and it's just been a whole lot of fun to have a chance to get to know her and play with her as well. So Max, in putting all this together, I sent emails out and said, well, if anybody has any tunes that you'd like to do, and Alirna sent some that she would like, and Lisa had a couple of her arrangements that we'll talk about. Jeff sent something that we'll do later. Max had sent a couple of tunes just by title, and one of them is called There Is No Greater Love. Now, I remember that Max had done some recording projects of some church music and arrangements of hymn tunes and things like that, and I thought, oh, No Greater Love, that'll be nice. It'll be a good spot for a piece like that on there, and he said, can I bring my trumpet and play too? And I knew Max as a trumpet player back at Central. I thought, there we go. So I was expecting a nice, in this setting, a nice ballad and all that, and so this is what I get. So I'm going to sit down and watch with all of you, and here is No Greater Love. Max Colley. Hey, Max. And not just Max, because Lisa and Jeff are no slouches on that either. Thank you, all of you. Yeah. One of the things I wish that you all could see, and it's a hard one with the piano because there's so many directions, it's facing the way it is, you all can, hopefully, some of you can see fingers and stuff. I wish you could all see the smile on Lisa's face when she's playing. It just lights up all of everything back here. The last time Lisa was here for Festival of the Arts was because she was just about to go do a tour in Asia with a recording project that she'd done that I'm going to let her tell you a little bit about because the next piece comes from that project, I think, yeah? Yeah. So that microphone right there should be on and good to go for you.
One of my passion is to rearrange children's song, and for my passion, I won an award, John Stites Award, and I was able to travel to different countries in Asia. This is an arrangement that I did for my country. It's called Island Baby. This is a song about mom going out to the sea, getting an oyster for the family, and a child is waiting for her. And this is a song that my mom sang to me, and that I sing to my kids, and hopefully they will sing to their kids. And I'm very thankful that I can play this song. It's called Island Baby. You will hear it in my arrangement. At the end, the mom and the baby get together, and it ends with a happy ending. So please enjoy.
Lisa Sung, thank you so much. Yeah, I think, are you going to let her back in? Yes, okay. So, please welcome back Alirna. Are you going to sing?
On Green Dolphin Street.
On Green Dolphin Street.
Yes.
All right.
Lover, one lovely day, love came, planning to stay. Green Dolphin Street supplies a setting, the setting for nights beyond forgetting. And through these moments apart, memories live in my heart. When I recall the love I found on, I could kiss the ground on Green Dolphin Street. Supplies the setting for nights beyond forgetting. And through these moments apart, memories live in my heart. When I recall the love I found on, I could kiss the ground on Green Dolphin Street. Green Dolphin Street. Green Dolphin Street, on Green Dolphin Street. Isn't that a wonderful song? You like it? I love this song. It's like, I sang the song before, and I was just telling my friends that, again, I'm going to remind you, English is my fourth language, and I've been singing these songs in English, and sometimes I would not understand what I'm singing about. But this time, these words hitting so differently. I feel them so differently, and I did some researches. I learned about, especially like this song. It's from the really old movie about love, of course, but it was like unfortunate love. Like there's two sisters, they fell in love with the same man. Well, yeah. It's not sad. It's not that sad. It finished really well. So the next song is one of my favorite songs that my mom used to make me sing when I was a kid. Do you want to say something? I feel like you want to.
Oh, it depends what you say. I don't know. We'll see how much further you get.
I'm going to let you talk.
I was only going to say that you certainly probably know this guy from the movies, but not necessarily as a composer, because the piece was written by Charlie Chaplin. And so that's pretty cool. Yes. And I don't know, you didn't say what the title, what?
You said like Michael Jackson's favorite song, and I love this
I did not
version
know that.
too.
Well, there you go.
You should check it.
So, and you haven't said what the title was, I guess, and maybe just because you were going to do. But while we were rehearsing it, I will say that Alirna came around and drew little smiley faces on all of our music. So there you go.
Yeah, that's Smile. And please do. Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile, and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness. Hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. Well, there are clouds in the sky. You'll get by if you smile and die with your fear and sorrow. Smile, and maybe tomorrow you'll find that life is still worthwhile. If you and you and you just smile, light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness. Oh, though a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile.
Jeff's going to introduce this next tune because
Yes, I
this
am.
is 100%
I
your
am going to.
This is your fault entirely.
It's my fault entirely, but I also
But-
have jobs to do here, okay? Hold on a second.
Do your job. Well, Jeff's doing his job. In all seriousness, I wanted to say, all of these people, but especially what a treat it is to be able to stand next to Ross and hear what he's doing with horns and all of that. And it's so much for me to look at him and him playing what he does and say, oh, that's really cool. Can I do that too? But you're awesome. And thank you so much for all that you're bringing. And just with two horns and the mutes and all the different colors and all the different everything, it's just a world of sound. And thank you so much. Now, Jeff, explain why you did this.
I'm fully responsible. In case we haven't met, my name is Jeff Pedraz. I'm originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And I live here in Michigan now, just outside of the Detroit area. Me and Lisa went to school together way back in the day in Philadelphia. And Philadelphia is known for a couple things. I know, bad sports teams, fans. Teams are all right. Fans are terrible. Cheesesteaks, of course. But also, we're known for a couple things. First of all, I forgot, I already skipped in my brain. I just wanted to say it's so great to be back here in Big Rapids. Thank you all for being here. Put your hands together. And also, put your hands together for Ed over here. What a saint. Really, thank you so much for putting together such great, high-quality music here in Big Rapids. Really, that's outstanding that we do this here. And we're really happy to be here. So, back to my point. There is a point to everything that I ramble about, yes. I'll get to it. We got some time to kill, all right? Anyway, so when Ed called me, he's a fantastic musician, as you can hear, and I thought of one song. One song came to my head. And before you go running out to your cars and running for the hills, when I say the words Sun Ra, has anyone heard of Sun Ra, the pianist and composer? Yes, we have one Sun Ra fan out there. Sun Ra was a pianist. That's okay. It doesn't mean anything. Sun Ra was a really prolific pianist and composer born in 1914. He hailed from Alabama, but he claimed he was from the planet Saturn. That was his home planet. Anyway, he had a really interesting style of running a band, and he had really a lot of really interesting music. It was jazz influenced, but it was also influenced by a lot of classical composers like Prokofiev and Shostakovich and all kinds of really interesting 20th century composers. And he had 3 periods of his band. His band's still out there running, 7 decades going long. And he's no longer with us. He passed away about 30 years ago. But the band has held on and had 3 different distinct periods, both in Chicago for about 20 years and in New York for about another 20 years. And for the last 40-some years, it's been held out in Philadelphia, my hometown. where about 25 years ago, I came in contact with a great saxophonist there who actually leads the band. He is actually the longest living, oldest performing jazz musician on planet Earth today. He turned 100 years old just a month exactly ago tomorrow. His name is Marshall Allen, great saxophonist. Just turned 100. There's only 3 other guys I can think of that are about that age and still doing it. But the band is really incredible, and they used to dress up in all these really wild costumes. And it was like Egyptian meets the future, space travel. It was very wild stuff, but the music is really complex and very, you'll see, it's a very wild piece. I love this piece. And Ed, I don't know, there was something about you, the first time I met you here a couple months ago, I thought, this is perfect for him. I'm gonna challenge this man with an impossible intro. You'll hear this intro, and don't run for the cars just yet. It tames back down. You'll be fine, okay? Just really, don't get too excited. We're not gonna go backstage and get on the Egyptian costumes and the makeup and everything, I promise. But no, this is a real blast. This one's called Saturn. I hope you enjoy it.
And there are other pieces after this, too, that aren't Sun Ra. And all that having been said, it is fun to play. So thanks for finding.
I thought of you immediately. You're from another planet, Ed. Planetary.
my goodness. Ross Huff on the trumpet, and Jeff Pedraz, and Max, and Lisa. So, you gonna play your trumpet again?
Sure.
Okay. You gonna talk about this?
Sure.
Sure. Here comes Max.
How y'all doing? You still with us? All right. Thank you very much for coming out. It's a beautiful day, and no tornadoes today, so that's a good thing. So, now we're really appreciative of that. My musical hero is Mr. Louis Armstrong. I always ask this at concerts because usually there's somebody, and then I become very jealous. Was there anybody in their lifetime that saw Louis Armstrong play live? See, look at that. Wow, 4 or 5 people. I need eyewitness accounts after the show, please, because I try to learn as much as I can. That's amazing. So, 1926, Louis Armstrong came up with this tune, and it's actually by King Oliver, which was a mentor to Louis, but he kind of put it on the map, and he let the world know there's a new music. And as many times as I played this opening, I'm batting about 9 out of 10. I'm hoping that we get one of those 9 out of 10 because it's very challenging for trumpet players. You never know what's going to happen. But this is, a basis of our music is the blues, which is a basis of many musics. And we'd like to now play for you West End Blues. Oh, and it's going to be really loud, so I'm standing in the corner. Turn your hopefully some of these will be right. That's better. All right.
as Max Colley. All right, is she still back there? Maybe? I hope so. Alirna, come back. Good. So, yay. I don't know anything about this piece. You may say anything you like.
Well,
We're
the
gonna do
next
this.
song was written by Charles Trenet. Was a French song, chanson, and the English version is "I Wish You Love." Is in my English. Well, that's one of my favorite songs, and I was dreaming about to sing it someday on a stage, and today is that day. And I'm really excited to sing this song for the first time, and this song really means a lot to me, and yeah. Goodbye, no use leading without you. This is where our story ends. Never lovers, ever friends. Goodbye. Call it a day. But before you walk away, I sincerely want to say I wish you bluebirds in the spring to give your heart a song to sing, and then a kiss. But more than this, I wish you love. And in July, a lemonade to cool you in some leafy glade. But more than well, I wish you health. I wish you love. My breaking heart, and I agree that you and I could ever be. So with my best, my very best, I'll set you free. I wish you shelter from the storm, a cozy fire to keep you warm. But most of all, when snowflakes fall, I wish you love. to give your heart a a song to sing, and then a kiss. But more than this, I wish you love. And in July, a lemonade to cool you in some leafy glade. I wish you health, but more than well, I wish you love. My breaking heart, and I agree that you and I could never be. But with my best, my very best, I'll set you free. I wish you shelter from the storm, a cozy fire to keep you warm. But most of all, when snowflakes fall, I wish you love. I wish you love. I wish you and you and you and you and you, all of you, love. I wish you love. I wish you love.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming today. It's great to have you here. Sometimes in the spring and the summer, I start to feel like, oh, but wait, where's the concerts? I want to play another concerts. It's so nice to have friends come up and be able to play and do some wonderful things and make new friends and make new music and do all sorts of things. So thank you to you folks on stage. A big thanks. You'll come over there. And a huge thanks to all of you out in the audience. Thank you for coming, and those of you that are watching, however you're watching and however you're listening, thank you for watching and listening. So we'll do one more final thing before we do that. A couple of things I wanted to talk about. Thanks again to Emmanuel Lutheran Church and all of our sponsors, all of everybody. So hopefully, most of you within the last week or week and a half or so got the spring mailing that I send out every March. Hopefully you got that last week. So that's good. There were some pieces that needed to come together to finalize what the program was for the fall, but very excited about it. So in that mailing, if you got it, you know what, I hope you know what was in it, but I'll tell you anyway, and if you didn't get it, there are some extras out on the table. If you want the whole package that everybody else got, you are welcome to take one of those. Adriana and Jane will be out there. The only thing I ask is, if you take one of those, let me know what your address is so that next time I can send you one, and we'll add you to our list. In that packet, there would have been, and there is, one of these brochures that has what our whole 19th festival is in September and October. It's a season of quartets. I'm super excited about it. Each week, of course, is something totally different because that's how Tuba Bach works. But the first weekend, so starting in September 14th, Alirna would be back. And yes, she'll be here. Noah is sitting right here. Most of you know Noah. If you don't, there he is. Wave your hand. So Alirna will be playing violin. Noah will be playing mostly xylophone, I think, on that concert. The one and only Alvin Waddles will be here for that concert. And Aaron Jonah Lewis, who is just a phenomenal banjo player and scholar and knows more about the banjo and the history of the banjo than I think anybody else I've ever met. And one of his passions is old ragtime banjo from the late 19th and early 20th centuries. So we're going to do that and some other things that are mixed in there. The second week is I call it the All-Star Guitar Quartet. Tony McManus was here at this time last year. Tony is from Scotland, is one of the world's most amazing, outstanding Celtic guitarists. So Tony is going to be here. And then Paul Asbell, who is from Vermont, and an Americana blues guitar specialist kind of a guy, and he will be here. Randy Napoleon, who right now is teaching down at Michigan State University, but Randy has been is Randy from Chicago, I want to say? Ann Arbor. He's from Ann Arbor. It was just down the road from Chicago. On 94. Yeah, so Randy, so he'll be here. And then one of the pieces that was trying to finalize and how are we going to fit this whole thing in, because that's 3 people, and I said it was a guitar quartet, and in talking to this, I said, well, is there going to be somebody like a bass player that can hold us all together? So, yeah. So one of the most amazing things about Jeff is that, I said, well, there's going to be this, Randy Napoleon is mostly a jazz guitar. And he said, oh, yeah, Randy and I played together in Freddie Cole's band. Yeah, and I said, and Paul he does the blues stuff and some jazz and some American. Oh, yeah, I love that. That'll be fine. And I said, and then, Tony is this Celtic thing. Oh, I played in a Celtic band back in Philadelphia. So Jeff is the 4th member of all that. So he'll be back on September 21, 22. And then the 3rd week is with a string quartet, and Alirna again will be back with some other doctoral students from Michigan State University, and we've got there'll be some premieres of some brand new music that Tuba Bach helped commission some new pieces from composers and things like that. So that's exciting. We'll do that. Then we get into October. And the first weekend in October is the 5th and 6th. There's a percussion quartet. If you know Noah, you know that percussion is a big part of the Mallett family and music making and all that. And he's an amazing percussionist and a composer as well. So Noah will be part of that quartet. His teacher down at Michigan State, Gwen Dees, will be here as part of that. Also from Big Rapids, doing amazing things, Kramer Milan will be back in town. He's out in Idaho now, but he's going to fly in for that show. And then Dan Ingman, who is a doctoral candidate at Hart School of Music in Connecticut. So he's our 4th guy. And again, we have commissioned 4 brand new pieces for, hey, what can you do for 4 percussionists and a tuba guy? So, so I'm excited about that. So, so come, and then you'll find out how that works out.
What's the budget?
Yeah. They're already signed up. Okay, and then the 5th week, Alirna will be back with Orbis Sonorum Quartet, a world of sound. So representing Uzbekistan and all things from that neighborhood is...
Not necessarily from that neighborhood.
But not necessarily.
Like, it's around the world. It's international quartet. People from Africa.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying that you
me
represent that part.
I just... Yeah.
And yeah, you personally. And Angel Hernandez is a percussionist, kind of helping bring in the Latin American component. And help me with Sandro Sidamanidze. Yes. It's from Georgia, not the state, the country, Georgia. And who's the 4th one? Help me out. Jordan Anderson is a jazz pianist, but with a heritage from Cameroon and from West Africa. So that's going to be really cool. And Alirna is the music director on that, I hope. Yes. And going to put all of this together and explain to the tuba player how to fit into a Georgian, Uzbeki, Latin American, Cameroonian ensemble. That's going to be awesome. And then the final week is 4 folks they're all on the faculty at the Berklee College of Music out in Boston. And they all are amazing singers and instrumentalists, the Vintage Vocal Quartet. And it's a trip back to the, swing pop songs. What is it that you don't do under the apple tree? Don't do something under the apple tree. Well, anyway, yeah. With anybody else but me, right. Those kinds of songs, nice vintage 30s, 40s, 50s, and just amazing vocal harmonies and just a whole lot of fun. And, one of them that sings also plays the what? Would you? Thank you. Come for that. It'll be a whole lot of fun. So that's the season. That was in the, this is all going back to, you should have got the mailing. So that's in there. There's info about our Christmas concert, going to be a whole lot of fun that's in there. And then there's also envelopes, and if you are able to and would like to donate to keep all these concerts happening every year, as I said, we're 19 years, thanks for the visual, nicely done. In the immediate future for today, old tubas are sitting by the door. They take donations nicely. There are envelopes that are out there, and we're happy to be able to do all this. The only other thing I have to say, because I get in trouble if I don't remember, is Mom's cookies are in Fellowship Hall. Yes. And they'll be there for the whole fall, too. So come back to the festival for Mom's cookies. So join there and have a chance to hang out and talk with these folks. And one more song, this is centerpiece, but thank you one more time again to Lisa Sung over the piano. And Jeff Pedraz on the bass. Max Colley, the number 3, back here at the drums. Mr. Ross Huff on the trumpet. And many thanks to Alirna Korieva. And this is Centerpiece.
The more I'm with you, pretty baby, the more I feel my love increase. I'm building all my dreams around you. Our happiness will never cease. But nothing's any good without you. 'Cause baby, you're my centerpiece. I'll buy a house and garden somewhere along a country road I peace. A little cottage on the outskirts where we can really find release. But nothing's any good without you. 'Cause baby, you're my centerpiece. Sweet baby, call me home, yeah. Do 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 da da do da do 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 da do 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 da do 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 da do. Da da
Lisa Sung, Jeff Pedraz, Max Colley, Ross Huff, Alirna Korieva. Thank you all so much. Come and eat Mom's cookies. Thank you.